Hello, everybody. Happy hump day, kings and queens. We late today. Late, but we are here. Hey, everybody. Hey, Tammy. Tammy says hello. Hey, Queen T. She says, hey, two chicks. Hi to you, Tammy. Earl says, all right. Tammy says, good evening, Queen T. Hey, Leonica. She says, happy Wednesday, Tan and Carol liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. And she says, hey to everybody in the chat. And she says, hey, Queen T. T says, hi, Earl and Leonica. Leonica says, hey, Tammy. And hey to you, Earl. Earl says, hey, y'all. Earl says, peace, fam. Hey, Leah, love and laugh. She says, hey to everybody. Leonica says, hey. Hey, Tarsha. Tarsha says, hello, everybody. Hey, Teresa. She says, hey, two chicks and family. Knit and Crochet says, hey to everybody. She says, hi, Leonica. Hey, Kathy. Kathy says, hello, everybody. Leah Love and Laugh says, how was your day? It was okay. Look cold here today. We had a real bad storm last night. So it was a little chilly outside today. I didn't really go anywhere today. I was like, cold. Thanks for asking, Live, Love, and Laugh. Knit and Crochet, she says, hey, Leonica. Hey, Pamela. She says, peace and blessings. Teresa says, hey, two chicks and family. Hey, Teresa. Leonica says, hey, Knit and Crochet. She says, hey, Teresa. Yes, Queen. She says, yes, this weather is bipolar. Yes, ma'am. I'm like, I walked outside to go empty trash, and I'm like, it's cold. I was like, no wonder my heat keep popping on in the house because it's cold outside. Teresa says, hey, Leonica. Hey, Queen Stephanie. She says, hey, Carl. Hello, everybody. Y'all come on in. Late today, but I'm here. I think Tan, she may make an appearance. Knit and Crochet said it was cold in her city also. Leonica says they had a bad storm last night as well, and another just started 5 minutes ago. Okay, Leonica, stay safe, Queen. Now, it didn't rain today. I think it rained like early over in the night, early this morning, but rest of the day it's been okay, just cold. She says, hey, Stephanie. Mind your mindset today says hello. Hey. Tammy says, haha, it definitely is. I said it's going through Perry. Earl, look at Earl with the testimony, everybody. He said cashed out this yesterday, $295 on Product Tube. Oh wow. He got $265 on Prolific, 5 on Playtest. I'm already up to 53 on Prolific today. Go ahead, Earl. Congratulations, King. Oh wow. Product Tube paying like that. I need to get on Product Tube. Give me a couple dollars. Okay, Earl. So if anyone is interested in the one that King Earl has made $295 on, and he cashed out this today. This is Product Tube. Get the egg in your basket, and then we are going to go to Prolific. Another good egg for you kings and queens that have not gotten the egg. Another good egg to check out. So number 15 on the list is Prolific. I'm about to say Product Tube. Prolific. Get the egg in your basket, everybody. If you're interested in side hustles, this is a good one. They do have a waiting list, but that's okay. You can get on and get off. Cloud Research, number 16. They are just like Prolific. Get that egg also. And Playtest. Okay. Go ahead, Earl. It's Cloud. This is the gaming app. I'll be sure to get that one also. Thank you, Earl. Leonica, we have storms every day here until Friday. Oh no, Leonica. We're saying that about the I'm sick of the rain. Rain makes the grass grow, and then that makes my yard guy come back faster than what I want him to come back. Your mind says, she says, I'm guessing it's a she. She says a bad storm yesterday. I'll safe here in Memphis. Good. Tammy says cold, warm, hot. Can't get it together. Stephanie says there was funnel class 15 minutes north of.
Hey. I think Carol may have went off, y'all. Hey. Let me check and see. Hello.
Okay, I'm back. I don't know. I think it's you because the other day when you logged in, StreamYard kicked me out.
Oh, my bad.
And then when you logged in today, it kicked me out. I'm like, what in the world is going on?
My bad.
I don't know because that's what happened the other day. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Tam booted me out of the StreamYard.
No, I didn't.
Hey, Queen Angela. She says, hey, everyone, happy hump day. Yep, it's chilly over here, too. Tammy says, stay safe, Leonica. Leonica says, congrats, Earl. So Earl had a testimony. He cashed out $295 on Product Tube, $265 on Prolific, $5 on Playtest Cloud, and he's already up to 53 on Prolific today.
All right, Earl. Congratulations.
Leonica says, thanks, I will, Tammy. Hey, Marcellus. He says, hey, y'all. Tammy says, hi, Leonica. Marcella says, Earl, are you on mobile, on Prolific, or your PC? Marcella says, hey, Kurt, missed you. Hope all is well. Yes, I am great. How are you, King? Earl says, Marcellus, 95% of the time, he's on the PC. Leonica says, hey, Marcellus. And Earl says, thanks, all. Angela says, hey, Leonica. Marcella says, I noticed that's where most of the studies are. And he says, thanks. Hey, Hustling Helen. She says, hey, Two Chicks fam, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Leah Love and Last says, make sure to thumbs up the live stream, Two Chicks family. Leonica says, hey, sis Helen. Marcella says, hey, Leonica, how have you been? Helen says, it's raining here and I can feel it in my bones. Oh no.
Oh, wow.
Leonica says she's doing good, just been busy working. She says, how about you, Marcellus? Helen says, hi, Leonica. Angela has a testimony. Gig Spot paid me $100 today, and she's 101 on the Brock's panel. All right.
All right.
Yes. Go ahead, girl. Marcella says, same, trying to fill up these baskets. The hustle don't stop. Amen to that.
Mm-hmm.
Leonica says, congrats, Angela. Marcella says, hey, Tan. And Knit and Crochet says, hey, Tan.
Hey, hey.
Leonica says, yes, I have 2 jobs now, plus work side hustles, Marcellus. And Leonica says, hey, Tan. Teresa says, your sound was already crazy, Kurt, before Tan came on. Is it better now, Teresa? So Right says, hello, 2 chicks and family, liked and shared. Hey, so Right, thank you, Queen. Helen says, congrats, Earl. Leonica says, hey, sis, so Right. So Right says, hey, King Earl, congrats. Angela says, congrats, Earl, and congrats on all the wins. So Right says, hey, sis, Leonica. Hey, Drea. Drea says, hi to everyone. Racine says, good evening. Teresa says, hey, Helen. Forthorn says, happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Earl says, thanks. Amy, she says, applied to cloud workers yesterday, received an offer letter today. Wow, that was quick.
Congrats.
Congrats. And don't send the lonely men back to me. If you don't want them, send them back. Congratulations. So I dropped the texting the lonely people video on the channel last night.
All right.
If y'all missed it, it is still up. Make sure you go and check it out.
All right.
And the queen says she heard back today.
All right. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Racine says, good evening. Hey, 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 Queen. Jacqueline says, hey, everybody. Racine says, I'm about to start my 3rd apartment secret shop with Ellis. All right,
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
She says, thank you both. So Right says, hello, Teresa. Helen says, it's lightning over here in Delaware, too. Well, take cover, Queen. Stay safe.
Yes.
So Right says, congrats, Angela. Okay, Teresa. Thank you. Helen says, hey, Teresa. Leonica, she says, I made 226 with a survey job called KWCSS. I got paid this morning. 13 on pay viewpoint, cashed out 3 cents on critter match. 1 is legit. Celestium shares 1 cent. I think I said it right. Driller ground cashed out 11, 10 cents on Axe Guys, 880 on MSR, 1,000 points on Fetch, 1,700 points on Pogo, 2,200 points on Corn Owl Fish Strike. She has 47 cents and 3 cents on Cash Jar. Okay, congrats, Queen. So Right says, oh wow, congrats, Leonica. Priscilla says, good evening, Tan, Curl, and fam.
Hey, hey.
Marcella says, is there a lonely woman option? No.
Unfortunately, not.
Have not seen that one. Leonica says, thanks, sis, so right. And she says, get that apartment money, Racing.
Yes.
So Right says, congratulations to you. All right, everybody. Anybody else?
Right.
Y'all got some more good news for us?
Anybody?
I know so Right got some. I know she'd be like, Kyle, stay putting me on the spot. So I'm gonna drop some links in the chat. Apartment mystery shop is Ellis. I put Gig Spot in the chat. Hey, Queen Tasha. Tasha says, hey, Carolyn, Tan, and Side Hustle family.
Hey,
I like
hey.
the Side Hustle family. Hey, Celia. She says, hey, two chicks and fam liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Dania, hey, Queen. She says, hey, ladies, y'all been buddying out the videos today. She says, thank you so much. Can't wait to see what's going on in the live tonight. And I liked and shared. Thank
Thank you.
you. We appreciate the likes and the shares. And we know we late tonight, y'all.
Yeah.
We know it. Anybody else got any good news that they want to share? Y'all be sure to drop it here in the chat. Tasha, she says, I was so scared to do the mystery shopping with Ellis. I jumped last week, did 3 of them things, and earned 220. Woo!
All right, Queen. Yes.
225 off of 3 shops, y'all.
Y'all, Tasha done jumped from behind the bookcase. Be like Tasha. And we always say it's the fear you create that stop you from making money. Tasha said, I was scared to do the mystery shopping. And it's easy. You're doing things you would normally do anyway. Have you ever looked for an apartment? Have you ever visited an apartment community and inquired about anything about the apartment community? You've done the mystery shop. They tell you what to say, they tell you what to do when you go. You just act out what they tell you to do and get paid. Yep. And like we say, you can mystery shop anything from churches to strip clubs, anything in between. And we have a lot of kings and queens who do mystery shopping. Apartment mystery shopping is one of the popular ones because it tends to pay more. So if you are looking for something extra to do, something that does not require a resume, something that you can do on your own time, check out mystery shopping. Carol put the apartment mystery shopping. This Queen Tasha made $225 for doing 3 mystery shop assignments. So again, don't let fear stop you. Come from behind the bookcase back there and jump on in and make some money.
Tasha said, no, not easy. Don't let Tan fool you. The report part is tedious,
Yeah.
but it's worth it compared to Amazon Flex, Spark, or any delivery apps.
Yeah, I didn't, Tasha, I never said it is easy because one shop, if you can do one shop, they are primarily the same. I used to do them all the time. They're basically all the same. So once you get used to doing the shops, you can go quickly through them. I used to could do 4 or 5 in one day. So
Well, I think what Tan is trying to say, once you do one, it'll become easier and
yeah,
easier.
yeah,
Now, starting out, it might not be
yeah.
because you were new to doing it, Tasha, but I'm pretty sure the more you do them, the
It's
easier.
repetitious
Yeah.
because you'll find a lot of them, if they're not exactly the same, they're close to each other.
Yeah.
And there are little shortcuts that you are going to learn that you can take. You won't learn them right off because everything's new to you, but you'll find your groove, and you will start seeing that the more you do, the faster you become.
Mm-hmm. Helen says, hello, Priscilla. Knitting Crochet says, congrats. Dania says, we went from 82 to 63 in Texas. The weather is different lately. Yeah. Fort Thornton says, congrats to all the wins. Leonica says, congrats, Tasha. Tasha says, wow. Angela says, and another point, it is the end of the month. These shops are offering bonuses to clean the books. Amen.
Yes, yes.
Tasha says, I picked up 2 more this weekend. She says,
Right,
no
Queen.
complaints here. Okay.
All right, Queen. Keep going. I promise you it's worth it.
Hey Priscilla. She says, hey sis Helen, thanks and congrats Leonica. Tasha says, Ella's and prolific has been my bags, baby. I appreciate y'all. Okay.
Yeah, that is a good combo. That's a good combo.
She says, yep, I'm in Texas. Leonica
Okay.
says, hey, and thank you, Priscilla. Hey Leah. She says,
Hey,
y'all
hey.
are amazing and appreciate y'all.
Thank
Thank you,
you. We appreciate
Queen.
it.
Thank you so much. We appreciate the love. Thank you.
And again, for those of you who are looking for part-time work from home jobs, we have a lot of people who come over and that's what they're looking for. Don't
Yeah.
discount these side gigs and side hustles. Come from behind that bookcase because a lot of the things that we talk about will let you start quickly. You won't have to wait on the interview. You won't have to wait on for someone to contact you. You won't have to wait you won't have to fill out an application or turn in a resume. You only have to sign up for these things. They usually approve you the same day and you start doing the task. A lot of people, they are, well, I'm not going to say a lot of, because all of us are conditioned to trade our time for hourly pay. And that's fine if that's what you need to do. But there are some things that you can do that pay per task. And a lot of times they are paid more than hourly pay. So again, think about that. Think about the things that you can do task based. It may take 30, 40 minutes, but you can earn anywhere from 50 to sometimes $200. So,
Right.
mhm.
Queen Portia, she says, hello, I want a piece of this pie. All right, Queen, jump on in and get a piece, girl. It's enough to go around.
Mhm.
Hey, Alana. She says, hello, everyone. Leonica says, if anyone was wondering about the KWCSS, it's a survey site where you take political surveys and it's 1099. Okay.
Oh,
And Teresa says, how do you find them, Leonica? Never heard of that one. Anybody else got any good news that they want to share? Y'all let us know in the chat.
yeah.
Leonica says, go to Google, type in KWCSS, but the manager is not hiring again until mid-May. So is it a phone job, Leonica? Is that what you're saying? Because it sounds like what's the name of that company 10 I used to work? I didn't work for like 3 of them that
Uh,
did the surveys.
what's it? Or did it start with the I? I can't think of that. Info C.
Oasis. Oasis Marketing. Not InfoC. I ain't never worked for them. Oasis Marketing was one. And then what was the other one? It was another one. Was it people per hour?
Mm.
I think it was people per hour. Because I remember one of them I liked better because of the questions. It was only one. It was only one question. I think it was people per hour. Something to say says hi, Leonica. And they say hello, everyone. Hi. Leonica says, hey. Teresa says, okay, did you have to have a resume? Whitty says, Tan, I'd like to hear more about your training that helps you with Excel experience requirements for some jobs.
Um, I'm not sure what type of training you're talking about, but that just solidified something for me. Stay tuned. I might try to do something like that, but give me a couple of weeks. I just need to plan some stuff out. Maybe we will do some Excel or we can do some beginner Excel stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Leonica says, yep, it's a phone job, reading political scripts, and it's no interview required and no resume. Okay, so no resume, Teresa. So yeah, it sounds like Oasis. Just reading the script. That's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Kathy says, do you need a camera to do the Ellis? Well, Ellis is not a job, Queen. It's more like a side hustle, and it depends on the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Some
of the
of them,
shops may need to record it, yes,
and some of
and some you may not have to.
them.
So, yep, I would just get a camera just in case. And Tasha says the eggs are a blessing. She says I
Yeah.
made 15 on product tube, 20 on prolific, 225 for Ellis. Y'all better get this help from the two chicks. Well, thank you, Tasha.
All right. Thank you. And
Teresa
again,
says, yay,
okay.
thanks.
All right.
I don't think y'all ready for so right.
Come on, hit it.
Y'all ready for this one? Somebody
All right.
gonna fall out they seat. I'm gonna have to fan. Let me get my fan ready because I ain't even ready for this one. She says, I have a wrap tomorrow for $342. We're on track to the end of the month with about $5,800, including reimbursements. I know somebody fell out, so let me go and start fanning. Did y'all say that?
Let me tell
Girl.
y'all something. It's people who go to a full-time career job,
And they make
career
it.
job that's not making $5,800 a month. So let for those of you who are new here, we have kings and queens who do what we call side gigs and side hustles. Queen So Right is one of those queens, and she makes anywhere from 3,000. So you see, this queen says she's on track to make $5,800 a month. Now, um, um, we on this channel we post again remote jobs, side gigs, and side hustles, but we have a great community of people who come on and share their um, experiences with these side gigs and side hustles to let people who are new know that there is a possibility to these things paying well, and you can earn consistent income off these things. We don't sell any templates. We don't sell you dreams. We don't sell you hopes. We're not telling you that you're going to make millions of dollars a month. But what we will say is if that you put in the work, you can be like Queen So Right and be on track to earn $5,800 a month. And this is months and months of this queen figuring out what worked for her. She came over here, looked at what the kings and queens were saying, looked at the things, listened to the things that we were saying, and she implemented those things in her routine. So, Queen So Right, congratulations, Queen.
Woohoo! Congrats, Queen. And thank you for sharing. Thank you again. I think last month, I think So Right made it was close to four last month.
Mm-hmm.
Month of March, she made close to four. February was around 333, 3,200. Same thing January. So this queen has been making this type of income month after month after month after
Mm-hmm.
month. So this is not just a one-time wonder.
Yeah.
Teresa says, wow, So Right, you are amazing. Portia says, anyone interested? Yep, we've heard about I View It, and we have talked about that one on our
We have
stream before.
queens who have earned
A couple
a
of
lot.
thousand from that
Yeah,
one.
off of I View It. Mm-hmm.
Lavor, hey Lavor, was Lavora. Lavora, she says, any recommendations for a good laptop or desktop for the work from home jobs and the side hustles?
Yes, anything you can get a i7 processor. It has 8 gigs of RAM and at least a 500 gigabyte hard drive. Doesn't matter which kind, long as it has those specs. And also, you need to make sure that you can be hardwired. If you are not, if you it does not have the capabilities to be hardwired, you need to buy a adapter so that you can be hardwired.
Yeah. Leonica says she typed too fast. She says she meant to say go to Google, type in KW Call Center Services, go to their website and click on employment, fill out the application, 2 to 3 minute application, Teresa and everyone. And she says you're welcome. Hey Gabrina. She says hello Tan and Carl. She says love you guys, Trinidad and Tobago. Okay. I'm about to use everything you said and report back. All right, Queen. Keep us posted and thank you. So right, she says thank you, Teresa. Tasha says, "Yep, I filtered my list to ones that don't have on-site recordings. Y'all can't choose."
Yep. And again, if you do want to do the recording, there are people here who will who have purchased equipment off of Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, froze. What's that mean?
Am I?
Am I? I feel like
I see you talking. I don't see you moving though.
Yeah, I think I'm froze. Because you froze on my screen.
But I can hear you talking.
Yeah, I think my internet finna go out.
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Leonica says, "Congrats, sis. Let's go." So right. So right says, "Thank you, Leonica." Leonica says, "You're welcome." Her real root story says, "First time connecting. Welcome, Queen." She says, "Y'all got some great advice." She says, "Thanks."
Thank you.
Angela says, "Hot dogs." All right. Marjorie says, "Hey, two chicks, just checking in. Hey, everyone. Hey, Queen." Teresa says, "Thanks, Leonica." She says she took the note and she says, "I will email you now, Teresa, and you're welcome." Hey, Rose Garden. She says, "Hello, Queens." Teresa says, "So right is a true dedicated hard worker. She don't stop." No, she don't. Leonica says, "I just sent you the email, Teresa." Teresa says, "Sure, Leonica, anytime." Hey, Deborah. Deborah says, "Hi." Leonica says, "You make your own schedule. The requirements is 20 hours each pay period, but you can work more than 20 hours, but that is the requirement." Oh, well, that ain't bad. Lavore says, "Thank you. No problem, Queen." Helen says, "Go ahead with your bad self." So right. She says, "Congratulations." Kung Fu Freelancer says, "I signed up for Ellis Apartments from your videos 2 days ago, and I have already been assigned 3 jobs at 75 each." Okay, well, that's good. Congrats.
All right.
Teresa says, "Got it. Thank you so much, Leonica." Leonica says, "You're welcome, Teresa." So Ray says, "Thank you so much, Teresa and everyone. I wasn't really tapped when I first joined the channel. Once I paused and started paying attention, I realized what I was missing."
Mm-hmm. And it takes people a good couple of times to come on here and figure out what we're actually doing. I know a lot of people who do the same things, same who are in the same niche as we are. They like to bombard you with templates and resume help and assessment and things like that. we do that, but we do it in another way. We actually give the information. We actually believe in helping individuals who are actually trying to find ways to create income. And that's our gift that we share with the world. We have helped a lot of people, and we know what works, and we know how to make these things work together. So we get on here and give our knowledge. So um if you're coming on here and really wanting to do the work, that's what we're all about. No shortcuts. If you want to learn and actually do the work, we are here to help. And people in the community are here to help. We can't do the work for you, but if you're willing to do the work and learn and willing to gain the knowledge, it is profitable. Just
Yep.
ask the people that are here that are putting these testimonies up.
Mm-hmm. So right, she says, thank you, Queen Helen. Leonica says, keep going, sis. So right. Kung Fu Freelancer says Trinidad and Tobago. I was trying to remember the names last week with friends and kept using the hint. You know, the two islands that are always named together. Ha ha ha. Texting him now. Teresa says, now you showing us what we are missing. So right. Kathy says, wow, I need to wake up and get on board. Yep, come from behind Tan's bookcase.
Mhm.
Miss Shanice, hey Queen. She says, hey Tan and Carl.
Hey,
Hey Sugar. Sugar says, good evening, ladies. New here. Welcome.
hey, hey.
Kung Fu Freelancer says, try each job is only an hour and a few miles from me. Okay.
All right.
Teresa says, Tan, where's the bookcase? You don't
It's
see
up
it, Teresa? Is that
there. They way back there. See, they got the camera.
way back there?
Yes.
Hey Lula, she says, hey ladies, I'm late, but I am here. Well, welcome
Hey,
back, Queen.
hey.
Leonica says, welcome. You are on the right channel. Be sure to take some notes because on this channel is very valuable information from two
Mhm.
ladies that are heaven sent Sugar Street sweets. Thank you,
Thank
Leonica.
you.
Gabriina says, can I get the information about the call center, please? Desperate for a job.
What information, Queen?
The one, are you asking about the
Thank
one that
Oh,
Leonica
Leonica.
mentioned? So Right says, that's great, Kung Fu Freelancer. Missionary says, sorry I didn't finish writing. Hello, everyone. Tan, I've been looking at your guides and it had great info. She said, my tablet is acting crazy. I'm going to get on my laptop.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you. Thank you. And again, she is talking about our assessment um, guide that we created. It is not a guide with assessment answers. It is a guide that is 66 pages that will help you train to pass the assessments. It helps you break down the types of question that they ask, how you should approach them, what strategies you should use to answer them. It also comes with a free sample test version that you can do practice questions. You can take the typing test, and as I add questions to uh, what is it called? The sample test, then I will add, and um, you will get the updates. So if you're interested, I will put the link in the chat, Carol. Give me a minute. And I'm hot.
You ain't got that heat on?
Just put it off now. I got to cut my fan on.
Oh Lord. Dania, she says, we appreciate you ladies for all of your help. She got 7 side hustles. All right,
Mm.
that's good. Congratulations on the
All
7.
right.
And she says she driving, so she can't tell y'all what they are. Melody says, good evening, Carol and Tan and everyone in the chat. Hey, Queen.
Hey.
Rose, she says, congrats, so right, and don't stop. Stephanie, I don't see your testimony, Queen. Unless I skipped it. But Leonica, she says she don't see it either. So no. Leonica says, y'all are welcome. Gabrina says, yes, that one.
Mm-hmm.
So Leonica, if you don't mind posting the information again so that the queen can get it. Oh, we got another testimony. Pretty in Pink, she says, hi, Tan, Carl, and Chat. Started with data annotations on the 22nd, and she has made $629 so far. She says, thanks, ladies, for the info you share. All right. Just
All
started.
right. Now, again, the things that we talk about here, we don't promise that we're going to make you rich. But what we do promise is that you will create streams of income if you do the work. Pretty in Pink did the work in data annotation. And how many days is that? We on the 29th. That's 7 days. That's
7
over
days.
$100 a day. Well, a little under $100 a day for this queen. But again, I bet you it didn't take her all day to make that money. She didn't work 8 hours a day to make it. Mm-mm. So again, if you want to train AI bots, check out data annotations. Let me see if I can find it. You looking for it? You want me to find it?
Oh, no, I wasn't looking for it. No.
Okay, I get it.
Okay. Teresa says, I need the link again for the assessment guide. I lost the link.
I put it in there, Teresa.
Jacqueline says, you both are a blessing. Thank you, Jacqueline. We appreciate that, Queen.
Thank you.
And you guys are too. Because again,
Yes.
Tan and myself, we don't do a lot of the side gigs and the side hustles that we talk about, but we greatly appreciate you guys coming on here and sharing the testimonies, the information, because think about it, without y'all, there is no two chicks with a side hustle. There is no Tan, no Carl. It would not exist if it is not for the community. So we appreciate everybody as well.
Yeah.
Leonica says, congrats, Pretty in Pink. And Teresa says, that's great, Pretty in Pink. Rose says, yes, I'm willing to do the work. Please drop the link. She says, thanks, Queens. So, Rose, I'm not sure, Queen, which side hustle you're interested in, but if you are interested in the apartment mystery shop one, the company is Ellis, and I will repost the link here in the chat. Marjorie says, Deonica, will you send me the same info? And Gig Spot is another good one. They have a lot of the audit shops where you go into the raw stores and you count. They may say go in and count the jeans by the window on the right side. So you would just go in and count whatever it is they want you to count for those types of shops. And that is with Gig Spot.
Mm-hmm.
So easy money, everybody. And they also have the web shops. The web shops you don't have to leave the house to do. They also have the telephone mystery shops. So telephone, web, and on-site.
And again, these things do not require a lot of time. With those shops that Carol was talking about where you count, I think one queen said it took her, 20 minutes to do? What was
Yep.
about 20 to 30 minutes to do each one. And I think she did 2 or 3 what was it, about 20 minutes? And she could do 3 in 1 hour. Was that it? And they paid like $15 to $20. Because she did 2 Burlingtons and a Ross. So that was $60 in 1 hour. That queen made between $45 and $60.
Yeah, she did it in an hour, like 50
3,
minutes.
2, yeah, 2 to 3 she could do in an hour.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty in Pink says, thanks, Leonica. And Leonica says, you're welcome. Bianca says send me an email, and she put it there in the chat. Hey Lauren. Lauren says, hey Two Chicks family. Stephanie says best play. She says 648 played well. She has 2 million points and still working on her third book for KDP. All right now. Congrats, Stephanie. That's awesome. So Right says, I'm gonna try to keep grinding, sis. Wilton says the Kings want the info also. Okay.
Okay.
Miss Shanice says yes, because I have had several assessments and I was passed over for jobs. I took things out of my resume and I'm going to claim my job really soon. That's right, Queen. Claim it.
Yeah. And that's another, I think we talked about this before, that a lot of people put too much information on their resume when you're trying to just get any type of job, and that job doesn't require a lot of experience or they don't require that college degree. Don't put it on there. Don't put it on there, because it costs money for these companies to hire you. So if they know that you have a college degree, they know you have the propensity to make money, more money than you would probably make at the entry level job. So they won't hire you, because again, it will be wasting money for them. So make sure you are taking those things that are not required, because I know a lot of people say, oh, I got 10, 15 years worth of experience of customer service. Why didn't they hire me? Because you got 10 to 15 years of customer service experience, and they only require 1 to 2.
Yeah.
That's why. Mm-hmm. And so you have to think about it. If you have 10 to 15 years and they looking for somebody from 1 to 2, they know with their 10 to 15 years, you probably want at least at least $20, $25 an hour, when they can hire Shay over here, who has 1 to 2 years of experience, and they can hire her for $15, $16 an hour. Which one
Not
would be
sure.
the best candidate? It would be Shay. So sometimes we talk ourselves, or we put ourselves out of the running just because we think, hey, I have all this experience, they're going to hire me. But the job description does not require all that experience. Like I said, your resume and your job description have to speak the same language.
Yep.
Now, again, those are what the resume gurus won't tell you while they're making your resume from ChatGPT.
Don't make me scream. Let me move on. Leonica says you make your own schedule. The requirements 20 hours each pay period. You can work more than 20, but that is the requirement at Marjorie. So Right says, congrats, Pretty in Pink. Knitting crochet. She says in Teleshop, they have apartment shops sometimes. I saw one there last month. Okay, thank you, Queen.
Put my clothes in dry. I'll be right back.
Okay. Leonica says, you got this, sis. So Right. And she says, congrats, Stephanie. Pretty in Pink says, thanks, So Right. Dania says, what is the link? Data annotation. So Tan, she put it in the comments. Blessed Stone says, hello, Carolyn Tan, and hello, everyone. Hey, Blessed Stone. How are you, Queen? Witty says, what are the requirements for the data annotation? So they have different projects, Witty. You just have to go to their site and read to see what it is you want to apply to. Miss Mila says, hey ladies, haven't been able to catch one of y'all lives in forever. Oh, well, welcome back, Queen. We've been here. Kung Fu Freelancer says, does your test practice include data annotations or prolific? P.S. I have a Rouse shop tomorrow. Okay, well, congratulations, Queen, on the Rouse shop. Easy money. So right says, is anyone here using Presto Shopper a lot? She says, I'm trying to learn how to navigate the site.
Carol, internet cut off, yeah. Oh, okay. Um, it is not for data annotations or prolific. The assessment is for like companies who hire you, but you must take an assessment. A lot of people have trouble with that component, so I created that. So it's not necessarily prolific. Prolific in data annotations, they require a test. Now, I'm trying to remember when I took data annotations test. Um, was it something that I needed to read first? I can't remember. Um, Kung Fu Freelancer, but that assessment practice that I created, it's not for data annotations or prolific. I will say that it's for companies that have assessments for like customer service positions or things like that.
Yeah. And kick my own self out.
Mm.
Let's see.
So I hope that. So right, I don't know if Queen on Wheat is on here, but she does a lot of Presto Shopper. So if she's on here, Queen on Wheat, can you help? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Kung Fu Freelancer did this. She says she does Presto, but it's weird. She signed up for 3 jobs without knowing it. Plus, she gets emails about jobs that are not on Presto. So I emailed back to get a sign. Okay. I'm not sure. I have never worked for Presto. Again, Queen Onwe, she did a lot of assignments. But thank you, Kung Fu Freelancer. We appreciate that. Let's see. Say to chicks. My sister is looked that requires no experience. I will train her. She is really looking. Queen, let me put the beginner friendly positions here. Give me a minute. And it is a list of 30 companies that hire beginner friendly. Um, I would suggest she apply for all 30 um, to increase her chances. Let me see if this is.
Up in there.
Hold on. Girl, you know that beginner friendly list that with the 30 on there?
Yep, they're in the chat.
No,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I forgot I had pressed mute. Did you hear me
Oh, okay.
talking?
I was saying that they in the chat. The
Oh,
30.
you can. Could you hear me talking?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Carol put them in the chat. Okay. Go ahead.
Jacqueline, she says I will check out data analytics. Okay.
Jacqueline, that they are not the same. I'll just say that. Data annotations is basically training AI. Data analytics, that's it's two different things. So, but you probably can use some of these skills that are related to data analytics, like the critical thinking, um, maybe some of the coding components for data annotations. It just depends on the project.
This says I like all the gifts. You don't want to leave. You can do it from home. I paid $175 while product to Ellis 300. You can take it this week so far. Can't think right now. Oh,
Right.
congratulations. Congrats. Leonica says, congrats, Dania. Melody says, maybe that's why I'm not having any.
Hmm. Okay, hold on. Melody said maybe that's why you didn't have any look too much experience. That's probably one of the reasons. Again, if you are applying for jobs that don't require a lot of experience, or if you like have a degree and it doesn't call for a degree, don't put a lot. If it's beginner friendly and you're just trying to get a job, don't put a lot of your um, experience on there. Just try to minimize your work experience so that you will have a chance on getting hired.
I'm back, Earl.
Mhm.
He said, oh no, Kara gone. It's the internet. It's terrible mobile. It's been acting crazy all week. Earl said he signed up for Presto, just have not done a shop with them yet. Okay. Cynthia's here. Hey, Cynthia. She says, hey, liked and shared. I was signing on. I heard someone ask about Presto. She says, what was the question?
Oh, let
Cynthia
me go
to the
back.
rescue.
Let me see. It was Queen So Right. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here it is, Cynthia. She had a question.
I see Sir Mom says it has been hard for me to get an at-home position. Tried going on my own and found out that they were scams through Telegram and WhatsApp. Yeah,
Mhm.
those are a no-no.
Yeah.
But if you are a beginner, Queen, Sir Mom, take a look at the beginner friendly
Mhm.
list. All of these companies are legit and you can go and research them. Cynthia, so she did answer back. She says Presto is like a hub umbrella for different mystery shopping companies. The mystery shopping companies give Presto to provide the shops on their platform. Your assignments and pay will come from Presto. Thank you.
So they kind of like gig spot.
Uh-huh. That's what I was thinking.
That's what I thought too. I didn't want to say.
Okay, Mocha C. Wilty says, what is cloud workers? What do they do? And what are the requirements? Someone mentioned it in the chat. So with cloud workers, you are texting lonely men. Don't think you want to sign up for that one, King. For the ladies. I think the men can sign up, but I don't think you'll want to sign up for that one. So that's what cloud workers is. You are texting lonely men. Miss Shanice says, I may need some guidance on the mystery shopping because I live in a rural area and I plan on going to the next city over and probably spending a couple of days if anyone is willing to talk.
What, Queen, put your questions here. And usually the kings and queens here will give you feedback.
Yeah. Jacqueline says, I just need a job while in school. I know they're different. I just need to earn while I learn. And data annotations, it did look interesting. Okay, Queen.
Oh.
Earl says, doing prolific, and he is listening. Damien says, hey, new here. Do you guys know any work from home jobs for Springfield, Illinois?
Oh, usually Illinois, sometimes I would say it's starting to be a hard to find work from home state, but there are a lot of companies that's hiring. Let me see if I can.
And I would say try some of the temp agencies. I'll put them here. So I put some in the chat, Damien, but also Google temp agencies near you and see what comes up. A lot of the healthcare companies hire in Illinois also. I'm not sure if you're looking for a job in healthcare, but a lot of these companies here hire in Illinois.
And also check out our blog.
So I put the healthcare companies, but you'll just have to go Google them to get the actual career pages and links. Wilty says no thanks, but yeah, that's what cloud workers is. I didn't think you would want that one. Celia says, do you ladies have the list of daily pay side gigs?
Yes, give me a minute.
Also, do you have any suggestions as to which ones to try first? Which are the easiest from that list? And she says, thank you, Queen.
Let me look at the list because
Oh, they horrible, Damien. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, try these here. These are the online temp agencies: Randstad, Manpower, Ashton, Carter, Adecco, Robert Half. Kelly Services is another one from time to time. They will also have remote jobs. And I hope that helps, King.
I put some daily pay. I'm trying to see. And we have some, but I don't know if they're high. There's a list of 4 customer service positions that pay daily and beginner friendly, but I don't know if they're hiring. And we posted this back in February, but again, you can keep the list because the company still exists and they may be hiring from time to time.
Damon says, or side gigs for Spring Hill. So Queen Angela, she came to the rescue. She says she also lives in Illinois, and she says I would tap into Gig Spot and Ellis mystery shop sites. And then on this live stream, I do have 30 side hustles that a lot of our kings and queens have done, are doing. Some of them may not be doing some of these on the list, but these are side gigs and side hustles. So at the end of the stream, I will put the link in the chat for those. Sharice says, hello, my name is Sharice. I'm from Cali over by Sacramento. Do you know any remote jobs that's hiring with no experience or any customer service remote jobs? So Sharice, if you're new here, welcome to our channel. I have done maybe 4 or 5 videos with California included. I don't remember the jobs, Queen, because of course, you know, I look at a lot of jobs every day, all day. So Sunday we did a live stream, part-time jobs. California was included. And then a few days ago, I did like 50. I did 2 videos, 50 remote jobs on each video, California included. So you might want to go back and check out those videos, Queen. Some of them were customer service jobs. Some were no phone jobs. And if you are looking for healthcare companies, take a look at those companies. A lot of these companies, United Health Group, Privia, CVS Pharmacy, Cardinal Health, they hire in California.
And I'll put them in the chat. Privia.
I did already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cynthia says, just play around with it. You'll get the feel of it. Yes, Presto is the same concept as GigSpot. Missionary says, like, I'm signed up for GigSpot and Ellis. I want to get into the apartments and the stores. Damon says, thank you so much. I appreciate it. No problem. You're welcome. Celia says, Sharice, welcome. Make sure you got a notebook and a pen handy because you're going to get a ton of info here. So Rice says, Cynthia, thank you for the information. And she says the same shops that are in Presto are also on the Mystery Shopping Company's platform. She says, if you are concerned about the grades you get for doing well on shops, apply with a specific mystery shop company. That's a good tip. Celia says, okay, thanks, Tan. Cherie says, okay. But Rock says, I'm not seeing the list. I'm not sure why. So you just gonna see a link and you have to click on the link to get the list. Jacqueline says, Tan, what are your thoughts on the tech talk?
I will probably do it. I won't do it in the form that I think a lot of people probably would like it, just open forum. I feel like we need some type of discussion around something, just not free for all, because when you do the free for all and it's a wide range of topics, a lot of things get lost in translation, and then a lot of people want to come challenge and do all that. And like I said Sunday, I don't have time for all that.
And we understand that, honey.
And it's not, and I know there are people who want to truly hear and know the information, and I appreciate that. But there are some people who just want to come on, and because they want to feel like, for some ever reason, that they want to challenge me and what I know, and I'm not here for that. I give the information freely. I'm not here to negate anybody else's point of view. I'm not here to downgrade anybody else's point of view. I'm here to help. So I it's just some things that I'm just not going to put up with. And again, if I only deal with people who are here for the right reason. If you're not here for the right reason, I have no interest.
Yeah. So,
and once I get done with, I got a lot of things going on the next week. So once I get done with this, I will I'll see things a little clearly with my schedule and try to. I know I want to do some things around Excel because I think a lot of people shy away from it just from for what it is, and I think a lot of people could benefit from just some short tutorials on Excel. It would help a lot in the job search and being able to use those skills in the workplace.
Yep, I agree.
Mhm.
Angela says, "Oh, the person from Illinois. I just attended an employment fair today. State of Illinois is hiring for various agencies." And she says, "One moment for the site." Well, thank you, Angela. Miss Shanice says she lives in Illinois as well, the southern part. Dania says there was a Cali included today as well, posted earlier. Thank you. Cynthia says, "So right, you are so welcome. Presto is one of my go-to." And she said her top one is I shop for Ipsos. They are the best to her. Cherie says, "Okay, thank you so much." Wilty says University of Kentucky. They had a remote customer service a while back. I think the only requirement was Excel. I didn't apply because I didn't have that experience. What are some good remote jobs for Kentucky? So we post, okay, so let me say this. California, New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Illinois, Oregon, Washington. Those are the hard to find remote job states. The other states are not hard to find remote jobs, and you don't have to live in the same state that the companies are located in, only if they say so. Only if they say you must live in Kentucky, Tennessee, Texas, Florida, Georgia. Sometimes they will say that some of the companies we post are state specific, but we just don't go and look for the other states like Kentucky. We're not looking for jobs for specifically Kentucky. We will go and look for the hard to find remote job states, the ones I just named, but your state is not on that list. So with that being said, look at what's posted on our channel. There are a lot of good remote jobs that I post here on our channel every day, all day. So if you go back and take a look, I've been dropping like tons of them, phone and non-phone, beginner friendly, chat, email, customer service, technical support, healthcare. So we did a video Sunday. We did 40 part-time jobs. I did 2 videos back to back a few days ago, 50 jobs on each video. So I would just say go back and take a look at the videos. Cherie says, "Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. No problem." Teresa says, "If I had $1 for everything we were asked for jobs in California, I'd be well off."
Mm-hmm.
Cherie says, "Yes, ma'am. I sure do." Cynthia says, "Fam, who are mystery shoppers? Sign up for all the shops on the Two Chicks list. Get a designated email." So Cynthia, this is the queen, everybody, of mystery shops. She's one of our top queens that does mystery shops and prolific only. These are her side hustles. She does not work a 9 to 5. She does mystery shop. So when this queen speaks and drops knowledge and tips, y'all better listen. So she letting you know to get you a separate email designated for mystery shops. Keep track of your shops on a spreadsheet or write in a notebook. And this queen is signed up to was 150, Cynthia, I think. I think it's
We have a side hustle tracker that you can use to keep track of your mystery shop. So,
Barack, I'm not sure what you mean. I didn't mean to cause any problems. I don't think you did. Cherie says, "Thank you. I really appreciate your help." You welcome, Queen. Ajaki says, "Hey, Two Chicks and fam." Miss Shanice says, "What game apps do they have where they don't keep asking you for money to play and that you can play without all the pauses?" I don't think there's any of them, Queen, that don't run the ads because that's how they make their money in order to pay you. So I have not seen one that does not have the ads running all over the place and pausing. Mm-mm. That's how they make their money. So you see ads running, that means that money is being made.
Carol, I got to.
I know you got to go. So Tan has to go, everybody. She's traveling tomorrow.
I might get on live tomorrow. I just because I won't. I'll just travel tomorrow, so I may get on live probably early in the daytime when I get to where I'm going. So
Okay.
I'll figure it out. I'll holler at you tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.
Bye, girl. Safe travels.
All right.
Miss Shanice, I would say maybe look if you have an Android device, what type of phone you have. Let's start there. Queen Angela says most of these positions are in Springfield. Doris says, hey, Queen. Leonica says, hey, Jackie. Fort Thorne says, like and share. We appreciate all the gems that you drop. I'm still partially behind Tan's bookcase, but I tune in to listen and learn. Okay, Queen, well, take your time. I know it's a lot of information that we drop here on these live streams, and trust and believe a lot of our kings and queens were behind the bookcase, just observing and taking notes. So I get it. Doris, you got hired, Queen. She said, start my new job on the 21st. Oh, she started it already on the 21st with FIS. Okay. Woohoo. Congrats. Jacqueline says, I understand that, Tan. So Rice says, for the Illinois shoppers, there are apartment shops there in Grace Hill and Ellis, and a variety of shops in iShop, Sassy, and Shop Metrics. Thank you, So Right, for sharing. Hey, Peepsy. Peepsy says, hey, ladies. Missionary says, I appreciate any tips you have to give, Tan, because sometimes we need the help from someone solid. Wilton says, okay, thanks for the info. Ajaki says, hey, sis Leonica. Fort Thorne says, happy Wednesday, Leonica. Earl says, Market Force be ringing my phone. They making you fat. That is so funny, Earl. Not ringing your phone. Earl said Market Force is ringing his phone, everybody, and making him fat. That means you eating good, Earl. So Market Force is a great one. They have the fast food shops. And a lot of y'all, we go to McDonald's. Y'all got kids. The kids want the chicken McNuggets and they want the Happy Meals and the hamburgers and the fries. You guys have been doing mystery shops. You just didn't know it and you never got paid for doing those. But take a look at Market Force. This is a mystery shop company that pays you to go in to these fast food shops and eat, take pictures of the restrooms. A friend of mine, on a good month, she can bring in over 1K off of this site. Slow month, if she's just not really trying to do a lot of them, maybe 500 to 700 on a slow month. But Market Force, good one. No resume, no experience, no interview. Work whenever you want. Take a look at that one. It is in the chat. Peepsy says, oh, need that. Missionary says, it's crazy because I'm 7 miles from Missouri and 9 from Kentucky. You would think Illinois would make an exception being so close. No. Leonica says, happy Wednesday, Fort Thornes. Barack says, oh, okay. Dania says, I needed this tracker. Thank you. You're welcome, Queen. Jacqueline says, yes, Tan, I have learned so much more about Excel in school. Excel is more powerful than I ever thought. Working on my portfolio project now, and I am working on, I can't never get this right, and I know it ain't tableau next. So everybody said bye, Tan. I know she can't hear us. Rose says, Carol, I'm currently applying for Ellis Mystery Shopping. Is it necessary to give PayPal email? Is that how we get paid? Yep, it is, Rose. And Ellis will ask for your social, I think, also. Melody says, good night and safe travels, Tan. Sharice says, whatever you're going through, I hope it gets better. Lisa says, hello, I have done several applications since January and can't find a remote job. So Lisa, let me ask Queen, what state are you in and are you sending the same resume? Hey, Mindy. Mindy says, hey, ladies. Cynthia says, you are right, Carl. I'm signed up with a bunch of companies. I haven't counted lately. I'm working on organizing them and working on developing an AI app. All right, Queen, go ahead. Missionary says, I brought the side hustle track. I understand the ads on the game apps, but what about asking for money to play? You can always bypass that, Queen. I know some of them do ask, like I think free cash is one that will ask. I think cash kick also, but I would just bypass it. Barack says, I learned to use Excel some years ago. Okay, it's a good skill to have. Peepsy says, yes, mystery shopping helped me pay for college. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Queen. Cynthia says, also, so right, check out Gig Spot. They offer apartment shops in some states. I think you missed it, Cynthia, when Queen So Right posted her testimony. That Queen is hitting $5,800 this month off of mystery shopping. Hey, Autism Mommy. She says, hey, I am late. Girl, we was late. So we was late tonight. So it's okay. Leonica says, hey. She says, hey. Lisa says, South Georgia, not sending the same resume. Okay. Have you looked at Tan's resume live streams? She is the queen of the resumes. Not me, but she is. Teresa says, hey, Autism Mommy. And what type of job, Lisa, are you looking for? Missionary says, thanks for giving out the info for Illinois apartments. Thanks for all the help. Cynthia says, Rose, I would suggest that you also have a separate PayPal account for your mystery shops only. She says, it is easier to have an accounting system for your taxes. Autism Mommy says, hey, Teresa. Cynthia says, fantastic. So, right, way to go. Yeah, y'all killing it on the mystery shops for real. So, right, Angela, she's another queen that makes pretty good money on the mystery shops. And we've had some new queens, Cynthia, that have made good money off of the apartment shops. MB says, peace and love, y'all. I'm late, but I'm here. We was late, MB, so welcome in. PC, I'm not sure when she'll have another one. She just did one. Was it 3 weeks ago? I think it was 3 weeks ago. So I'm not sure when she'll do another one. Sugar, yep, they are available in Detroit, Queen. The mystery shop sites, yes. If those are the ones that you're asking about, yes. Leonica says, does GigSpot have any phone shops? I signed up 2 years ago, but never did anything with it. I'm sure they do, Leonica. If somebody here has an account with GigSpot, if you can log in and see, then I'm sure they do. They have them all the time. Hey, Queen Jerlene. She says, hey, y'all, all in chat and car. Tan still traveling. I know I'm too late, but hope Tan has safe travels. I'm going to start these mystery shops again. I got to fill my bags. I like that. Fill it to the rim. That's all right, Queen. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so MB has a testimony. I got hired with Shift Off and Omni, currently doing certifications for Shift. Go ahead. Lisa says, okay, I need to watch the resume video. I'm looking for healthcare. Are you new to healthcare, Lisa? And I would say if you are, try, if you haven't already, look at Cardinal Health is a good one. They don't require a lot of experience for some of their remote jobs. Share Care is another good one. American Specialty Health. We have like a queen that works for this one. My little West Virginia Life. She's not on here tonight, but I think she does data entry with American Specialty. So try those, Queen. United Health Group, they might have some that's beginner friendly. You can look to see. And also try this one here. Health Mart Group. They, from time to time, they'll post a lot of entry level positions. Okay, so Angela says for her area, she sees 8 phone shops on GigSpot, Leonica. Rose says, thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate that information. So Rice says, Leonica, I have some phone shops through GigSpot, but it has been a while since I did any of those. Sugar Street Sweet says, thank you very much. You're welcome, Queen. Lisa says, I have been applying to Share Care. What? Since 2023? No luck with them? Oh, you try Health Mart Group. I would try Cardinal. Try Cardinal Health in American Specialty. Angela says, there were more phone shops on iShop. Okay. I didn't know they had phone shops. Thank you, Queen. Miss Shanice says, okay, check. I will make a new PayPal. She says, I hope to do it right, and I might just be paying my bills because I might just be going from town to town in town, and the gas will pay for itself. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea, Miss Shanice. If you live in a small city or a small town and you want to do the mystery shop sites, you can always reach out to the schedulers and say, hey, girl, I'm trying to do some shops. What do you have? And I'm going over to in whatever town or city it is. Lisa says, okay, thanks. Leonica says, thanks, Angela. Do we have anybody else that has a testimony that they would like to share with the family? Y'all be sure to drop it here in the chat so that we can celebrate you. And if you missed the mystery shop links, I'll repost them here. What? MBG says Prolific, everybody, has been on fire once again. She says they have over 500 studies and she has been making at least $100 a day. Wow. Wow. I know Earl, he over there getting his Prolific money right now. Earl, save some of that money for somebody else. So y'all heard what MBG said, that Prolific has been on fire. Another good side hustle egg for everybody on this live that does not have this one to get this egg in the basket. Number 15 on this list, they do have a waiting list, but we have seen where people got on and got right off. So if you are interested, Earl said Prolific is going to pay Mr. Bill. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Earl. Y'all be sure to check them out. Don't sleep on Prolific. Yes, it's a survey site, but who cares about that? It is not your typical survey site. This is one of those sites that has paid a lot of our kings and queens car notes, light bills, phone bills, insurance, daycare. So y'all be sure to get that one in the basket. Lisa, nope. You're not doing like an interview or sending a resume with Prolific. So Prolific is a side hustle, but you can make some good money, girl. MBG says, yes, they have been making it rain with the AI training. Kismet says, no, I started last week and I made $190 on Prolific. Congratulations, Queen. And believe it or not, I know some of y'all are new here or you have been following us, but maybe you've never been on a live stream. But believe it or not, a lot of our queens on here tonight, Autism Mommy being one of them, only does the side gigs and the side hustles. They don't have a remote job, and they can make the bills can be paid from these side gigs and side hustles. Queen So Right is set to make $5,800 off of mystery shopping. So y'all take that into consideration. If you are looking for a remote job, but you have not found a job yet, you've been sending resumes, filling out applications, but you still have not heard back from anybody, maybe it's just time for you to pivot, do something different, something that you have never done before, which is the side gigs and the side hustles. You still can earn money from home. And congratulations again, Queen, on the $190. Hey, the relaxation station. She says, MBG, I've been getting it too. See, another queen, y'all. Says she been getting the money too off of Prolific. Y'all better quit sleeping on these survey sites just because it's a survey site. And I know y'all probably cringing when I say that word survey site. But again, it is not your typical survey site. If King Earl can make money off of Prolific, this queen here just made some money. Queen MBG and other kings and queens here. Queen Cynthia, she's in the chat. She says, let me check on my boo, Prolific. What is stopping you? Easy to sign up. Get on the wait list. You might get out tonight. So Right says, if you're planning to shop outside your area, you can enter a specific zip code and mile range when searching the job boards to narrow your search. Another tip from Queen So Right. Y'all listen to the queens. They know what they're talking about. Again, this is So Right, everybody. This queen is going to make $5,800 for this month. Last month, she brought in over $3,000 off of mystery shops. The month before, same thing. So listen to the queens. Cynthia, go check on your boo girl. You're going to miss all the money because Earl going to get it. Tammy says, that's awesome. Missionary says, I just don't want to mess up, but I'm just going to step in it and do it. And I appreciate all of your mystery shop queens and kings for the help. Yep, just jump on in, queen. And if you run into a stumbling block, Miss Shanice, with the mystery shop companies, the schedulers, that's your best friend, queen. So if it's something that you don't understand, reach out to the schedulers, because the schedulers, they make money too. When you go and do those shops, they get a percentage of that. So of course they're going to help you. They don't want you to mess up either. So schedulers, best friend. So Right says, MBG, I love that. Kismet says, thank you. No problem, queen. The relaxation station said, while I was doing Prolific, I was wondering how much caking up. Is it 4i? I'm gonna say 4i. Hey, 4i, I am looking. What exactly are you looking for? Leonica says, hey, the relaxation station. Wilty, I think they pay PayPal. And if not, somebody will let me know. The relaxation station says, hey, Leonica. Missionary says, my Prolific been tripping. I've been mad. I went from making $150 a day to not much of anything. Now I'm going to have to go change some answers. So it could be, queen, because it's dealing with college students. They could be on summer break, but I don't know. They could be. Some of the students could be out for summer break or fall break or whatever it is, spring break. So that could be why. That could be why. If you're not seeing any studies, that may be why. And then, of course, since the summer is coming and, of course, school will be out, so Prolific, it may start to tank a little bit, because when the students are not in school, you got nothing to do. So may not see as many surveys. So we do suggest to get you some more side hustle eggs in the basket. Kisman said, prolific, they keep me scrolling. I know they do. MBG says, PayPal, thank you. The relaxation station says, hey, Carl, I made $300 in 3 days. With this, was it with Prolific, the relaxation station? And it's awesome. Congrats. So right says, oh my, I'm about to slide into not the DMs, Queen. She said, I'm about to slide into Prolific's DMs. Elza says she is doing branded surveys. That's another good one, y'all. Don't sleep on branded surveys. MBG says, I got 112 on there right now. Laugh out loud. Cherie says, signing up for Prolific now. Okay, Queen. Jolene says, Cynthia, you are so funny. Leonica says, congratulations. 4I says, I'm looking for extra income. We dropping the links. Check the chat. If you looking for extra income, weekly pay, bi-weekly pay, daily pay, check the chat. If you are open to mystery shop sites and Prolific survey sites, gaming apps, check the chat. I am dropping the links now. Yep, Kathy, you gotta, girl, who gonna pay the taxes? It's money. You gotta pay them taxes. Yes, ma'am. You make over a certain amount. Yep. Who's gonna pay? The company's not. They're gonna send you that. What is it? I-9 form. Cynthia says, if there are people who live in northern part of Texas, check out the mystery shopping. Texas, you can make some good money in Texas. I need to come to Texas, Cynthia. My auntie lives there. I'm supposed to be coming to Texas the end of May, I think, beginning of June. Cynthia, y'all listen to Queen Cynthia. She says, if there are people who live in the northern part of Texas, check out Mystery Shopping because they are hunting for shoppers and they give out crazy, wild bonuses. So let me just say this about the bonuses. I know about the bonuses with Ellis. The bonuses, everybody, sometimes they are way more than the shop. So the bonus could be $100. The shop may be $35. So you may walk into an apartment, ask the questions that needed to be asked. You might have to record whatever they want you to record, and you will walk out with $135. Again, the shop may pay $35. The bonus could be $100. We've seen it. I've seen bonuses $125 for Ellis. So that's something to think about, everybody. The relaxation station, she says, thank you, Leonica. Sugar Street Sweet, she says, nothing but Jesus put this video in my algorithm. Amen, Queen. King Earl, y'all better listen to the king. He said, get you at least 12 eggs to start out. Y'all better listen. The relaxation station, she says, yes. Leonica says, you're welcome. Wilty, it will be your responsibility. Peepsy, they are a survey site. Awesome survey site. MBG says, yes, you pay on your own. Peepsy says, that end of the month shop is the best. Yep. We telling y'all. For those of you that are still straddling the fence and you still thinking that these side gigs and side hustles, they don't pay off, you better ask some of these people in this chat. Better say, hey, Cynthia, girl, what you doing? So right, girl, how you make that $5,000? King Earl, what you over there doing on Prolific? How much you bringing in a month? Y'all better get to asking the questions. Tan and myself, we don't do Prolific. We don't do the mystery shop sites. Now, we used to do them long time ago, but not anymore. Not now. So if you want to know something, that's why we do the live streams, and we have built this awesome community full of kings and queens that are willing to help you guys out. Autism Mommy, she's in here. This queen has 60 side gigs and side hustles. Queen Angela, she's in here. She has a lot of side gigs and side hustles. Teresa has a lot. Stephanie has a lot. Leonica has a lot. So we got a lot of people on these streams that have side hustles and that are making this side hustle money. Now, some of them, they are not working 9-to-5 jobs because they have a lot of side gigs and side hustles. They don't really have to work a 9-to-5 job. Money Making Meat, she's another one of our queens. She has a lot of side gigs and side hustles. One of her side hustles paid this queen over $40,000 off of Outliers. So it can be done, folks. It can be done. And the information is free. We are not charging you guys for this information. Lisa says this gives her some hope. Okay, Lisa. We trying, Queen. Missionary says, I'm coming to visit in Texas. Okay. Jackie says, Just Play. She got 342. Best Play, 60 cents. Brandy, she got 28. Still working on her other hustles. I got hired. Girl, you got hired with E-Moderators? Okay. Congratulations, Queen. That's awesome. Barack says the companies that require you to have experience don't seem to understand that you have to get hired in order to have experience. Not necessarily, Barack. Not necessarily, because some people have the experience. They may have gotten it from a brick and mortar. So if it's a company and they paying, especially the ones that's paying, they're going to expect for you to have some type of experience and some type of skill. They're not just going to hand you $60, $70, $80,000 a year and you ain't got nothing and they got to train you. No, I have not seen that. Autism Mama said, just had a girls' weekend off of side hustles and have another one coming up. All right, Autism Mommy. Good for you, Queen. So Autism Mommy, everybody. This is Autism Mommy here on the screen. This queen has 60 side hustles. Peepsy says, these ladies out here making their bag. Yep. They are, Queen. Jackie says, thanks, Carl. You're welcome. Leonica says, congrats, sis. Get into the money. And that was for a Jackie. So Right says, congrats. Lisa, we don't do resumes because Tan gives the information for free. So we don't charge and we don't do the resume. We really ain't got time to do them. But we don't do the resumes, Queen, because Tan, she gives good information on those live stream videos and she does it step by step. Jackie says, thanks, sis. Deonica. Jerlene says, oh, yeah, it's Outlier still hiring. I forgot about them. I'm going to look them up, check them out, and add them to my basket. I think so, Queen. Yep, I think so. MBG says, yes to the girls' weekend with the egg money. Jackie says, thanks so much. So right. SC says, I make money at 2 research universities in my city doing the focus groups, clinical research trials, taste testing, etc. All research universities have these paid studies. Awesome. And that's some easy money, y'all. Doing the focus groups. Now I do have a list of the online jurors, the jury company. Another side hustle egg y'all may want to look into. Link in the chat. Good night, Tammy. She says, I have been up 7 a.m. See y'all on Wednesday. Good night, Queen. So Right says, congrats, Autism Mommy. Leonica says, you're welcome, Jackie. Missionary says, okay, can I get a list of mystery shops? Also the survey site. So take a look at the chat, Queen. I've been dropping them all night. Gabrina says, congrats, Autism Mommy. Mindy says, well, I'm all ears, kings and queens. Please, someone school me. I need to make that money and gladly will take y'all's help. So Mindy, let me ask Queen, what are you open to doing as far as a side gig or a side hustle? Let me know. Because everybody here everybody does not do the same things. Some people do the mystery shopping, some people don't. Autism Mommy, I don't think she does the mystery shops, but if she does, she'll let me know. But I don't think she does. Because Autism Mommy, she's a wife and she's a mom and she's also a teacher because she homeschools her children. So she does a lot and she's a business owner. So she does a lot. So I don't think she has time to do the mystery shops outside of the house. But everybody is different. So let us know, Queen, what you are open to doing. If you're open to the mystery shop sites, then I'll repost them here in the chat. I would say start with Ellis. Ellis is a great one. Ellis is a good one. I Secret Shop. A lot of our queens seem to like that one. I've heard about like RBG Group and Teleshop. These are some other good ones to take a look at. So I'm going to put the links here for the mystery shops. Anybody else here wants to take a look? I would say research first. Go and sign up. Get you a separate email too. Because once you get in the system, a lot of these people, they will start to email you guys like crazy. A lot of the schedulers will start emailing like, oh, we got a new person. And they will flood you. So you may not want that in your primary email. SC says, I did first court. Okay. I think Earl did first court also. This year was paid $350 for 8 hours with lunch and snacks provided. All right. Congrats, SC. So Autism Mama said, no, I am not currently doing mystery shopping, but hearing this, I might, you might have to grab a few. That is too funny. Autism Mama, you don't need to grab nothing else. But again, everybody, so Autism Mom is not doing the mystery shops, but this queen, again, does have 60 side gigs and side hustles. So I did put a list of mystery shop companies in the chat. Y'all be sure to check those out. Market Force, another good one. They have the fast food shops like McDonald's, Burger King, Zaxby's, Sonic, KFC. So y'all check this one out. I think they might have Five Guys also. Earl said they've been making him fat. Free food. You know, if you got children and they like those Happy Meals, you might want to look at Market Force. If you are someone that likes to go out to eat a lot, you might want to look at Market Force. Do not leave this easy money on the table, everybody. Because again, the good thing with the side gigs and the side hustles, you don't need a resume. They're not going to call you for an interview. They're not going to call you and bug you and say, hey, you need to get on here and do this, and that. They are not looking for you. They're not checking for you, kings and queens. Just go sign up. Go sign up. You probably can make some money this week. Oh, they got the Five Guys. Okay. So Earl says Market Force. They do have the Five Guys, and he did 3 shops with Market Force with the Five Guys. All right, Earl. Go ahead. Congrats. So again, if you have small children or you're someone that likes to go out to eat, I'm trying to help you out here to get this free meal. Look at Market Force. Take a look at Market Force. A friend of mine, I went with her. She did 3 shops at one McDonald's. So she had to go inside, take pictures of the restrooms. That was one shop. The second shop, they wanted her to go up to the counter. I think she had to order like a coffee or orange juice and pick something off of the breakfast menu. And then we went through the drive-through and she had to do it through the drive-through, pick coffee, orange juice, or tea, and order number 1. Sausage egg biscuit or sausage McMuffin, egg McMuffin. So, and that was it. And they paid her, I want to say $7 per shop. Plus they reimbursed her money. So she made like $21. In and out, maybe because it was not that crowded. So I would say maybe 25 minutes to do that. Hey, Queen Beatrice. She says, hi, guys, girls in chat, liked and shared. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Girl, you so funny. Reba says, good evening, Carl. Liked and shared. Congrats, queens and kings, especially our new live streamers. Keep getting these eggs. User interviews is great. So Queen Reba, everybody, this is an older queen. She says, I made $150 user interviews, and she has 3 more tomorrow and 5 for the month of May. User interviews is like focus groups. This queen, everybody, is in her 70s. This is Queen Reba. So if this queen can do it, I know that you other queens and kings can do it as well. Congratulations, queen. So look at number 17. This is user interviews, the one that the queen is talking about. Number 17, everybody. Get the egg in the basket. Again, no resume. They are not calling you for an interview. You can pretty much just do this whenever you want to. Earl said, market force is making my belly bigger. That's so funny, Earl. Hey, Wims. Wims says, good evening, money magnets. Thank you, Autism Mommy. Autism Mommy is dropping some of her side hustles. I'm going to put them up here so you guys take a screenshot. Miss Shanice says, thanks for reposting the list. I didn't have much appreciate. Okay, Queen, no problem. And I got some more that I'm going to talk about in a few minutes. Lisa says, thank you, Autism Mommy. Y'all be sure to take a screenshot of what Autism Mommy has here on the screen. Hey, to Bruno, how are you? I believe so, Lisa. I think so. I think they are in all states. I haven't heard anybody say that they were not. So I do think they are. Leonica says, congrats, Reba. Jackie says, you go, Reba. Jolene says, congrats, Reba. Peepsy says, IntelliShop, they are a good one. Good mystery shop company also, yes. Hadn't seen any data entry in a few days, L. Martin. I know we've done videos on data entry. You may just want to search our channel. But I just can't think of nobody right off the top of my head. But we do post data entry. Jolene says, all right, King Earl, congrats. So Autism Mommy, she has some more that she is dropping, and I am posting them. So you guys be sure to take a screenshot of the companies that Autism Mommy is doing. Yeah, be sure to get the eggs in the basket. And thank you so much, Autism Mommy, for posting these. Autism Mommy, she got some good ones, everybody. And Home with Joy says, question for the mystery shop queens. What do you use to record and take pictures? My cell phone isn't working out. So I've heard people say, Queen, that they were using, I think Queen Angela said she was using the ink pen. Somebody said the ink pen. Somebody else said the little necklace, charm necklace. I've heard the brooch. And of course, cell phone. I think Leo is it surveys? I think that one is surveys. Celia, I want to say. Cynthia says, congrats, Autism Mommy. Cynthia says she has a button camera. That's what she's using, a button camera. But I think Leo is the survey one, if I'm not mistaken. Leo surveys. Autism Mommy, she'll let me know if I'm wrong. So she has more side hustles, everybody. Y'all be sure to take screenshots. Okay, so Queen Angela, she says, I have a pen, necklace, and glasses for the video. She says in the audio, she has a small device that is the size of a disc. Thank you, Angela. Sherry says, why does Prolific ask a lot of your personal information? Has something to do, Queen, with the surveys. Because how they going to send you the survey? They don't know nothing about you. Think about it. How are they going to email you and send you surveys if they don't have any information about you? So that is why. Any survey site, all of them do that. They ask the personal questions. Jolene says, thanks, Autism Mommy, for the list. Cynthia says, you have to be careful with the device you use to record because the goal is to not be spotted as a mystery shopper. And the recording has to be good quality. Rose Garden says, thank you, Autism Mommy. Terry says, hi, Kara, signing up Prolific. Do they normally ask for a photo ID? I think they do. I think Prolific does. I don't work for them. Or I don't do them, Terry, but I think they do ask for that photo ID. Drea says, Autism Mommy, what is Taskverse? Kizzy, the carrier companies. Let me see. I know we talked about them before. Yep, Kizzy, I think I do got a list. Queen T says, thanks for sharing tips and your success stories. Two Chicks fam. Mission says, thank you, Autism Mommy. And she says, I ordered a key fob. Autism Mommy is showing more. William says, yep, Prolific. They do ask for your photo ID and they will randomly ask for it again periodically. Thank you, Queen, for answering. T says, I've added to my notes as always. Okay, Queen. She says, good night. Thank you, Queen T. Kizzy says, I just figured I'd try those too since I'm always on the road mystery shopping. Hey, not a bad idea, Queen. Cynthia says, for audio, I use a recording app. I'm going to put it up here. She says, my phone, I have a purse that I use for mystery shopping. I drop my phone in the side pocket out of sight. She says, I tell the person I can't hear out of the ear that is opposite of my purse. Okay, Cynthia. Hey, you got to do what you got to do to get the info, right? You welcome, Kizzy. Jerlene says, thanks to all the great kings and queens in the chat who share such helpful information with us. This helps me a lot. That's sweet, Jerlene. Yeah. Drea says, thank you. You welcome, Drea. Cynthia says, that makes the person talk on the side. They think it. But you know what, Cynthia? That's really not a bad idea. That is too funny, though. But hey, you getting it? You getting what the company is asking for? Kismet says sometimes Prolific will just ask for a short video confirmation. You just turn side to side. She said, never been caught and always have great recordings. Hey, that's a good tip, though. It's like, oh, I can't hear really good on this side. Can you step over here? That is too funny, Cynthia. But hey, it is a good suggestion. So thank you for sharing that. So I'm gonna put this link in here. It's 30 side hustles on this list. I know some of these we have kind of touched on, some of them we have not talked about. I don't think we've talked about, let me see, 12, 13, 14. We've talked about 15, but not a lot. 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 23. One of our queens brought 23 to our attention because her husband made, I want to say $1,500. It's a mystery shop site. I think she said he made 15. I have to go back and read the email. But I think her husband made $1,500 off of, let me see, let me look at it again. Number 23, Pinnacle. 23, 24, 25. Really have not talked about those a lot, but those are mystery shop sites. So this is a list, everybody, of 30 side hustle sites. Again, some of them we have talked about, some of them we have not talked about, some of them we've kind of touched on, but not really talked about them. So y'all take a look at this list. I just dropped it in the chat. Miss Shanice said, okay, I'm gonna buy them all. Kathy says, thank you, Autism Mommy. You are the best. She is. Thank you, Autism Mommy. And she got some more. I'm going to put them up here. Cynthia said, you got to be sneaky. She said, you have to be sneaky and creative with your approach. I have some. Devon says, just signed up for Prolific and doing my first survey all during this live. Thank y'all so much. See? Told y'all can get on and get right off. Congratulations, Devon. Cynthia says, I have so many. I bet you do. Crazy experiences. It is so fun. Miss Shanice says, Amazon had a key fob you can record with. Okay. So, right, so Cynthia, that's a great tip. It is. Autism Mommy, thank you. Earl said you got to be James Bond for some of them shops. Not James Bond. Reba says, I appreciate you and Tan for keeping my grocery basket full. Thanks, everyone. Congrats to all of you. Prolific got me on a wait again. Laugh out loud. They said, I know you keep sending a ticket. Reba, you ain't gonna let up off of them. But hey, that's what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do, right? It's too funny. So y'all be sure to take a screenshot. Autism Mommy came through tonight with the side gigs and the hustles that she is doing to make income. And I think she's hitting close to $4,000 a month. She may be over $4,000 now. Autism Mommy, she's a hustler. Cynthia says, one day I got to tell y'all about the cookers that tried to pick up my honey. Not about to go to jail, Cynthia. Oh my goodness. She says, during the shop, I was about to go to jail that day. He talked me off. Oh my God. You're going to have to come on the live and sit up here and tell us that one. There's going to be too much to type out. That is so funny. Jack says, I'm sorry, but just to verify with Prolific is PayPal the only way they will pay you out. I think so, Jack. I don't do Prolific, so if somebody can answer the question, I would greatly appreciate it. Earl says, Lord, no way. She says that was a tame. Oh my goodness, Cynthia. Reba says, shout, they pay good. Congrats, autism mommy. That is funny. Not about to go to jail doing Mr. And then, like, what you gonna tell the schedule, Cynthia? Oh, well, I couldn't finish this one because I'm in jail. They would have been tripping off of that. Earl said prolific is PayPal. Thank you, Earl. Elmar says, thank you, Autism Mommy. Autism Mom says, there are a few more, but I need to find my list. Yeah, because your list is long. Kids says, Autism Mommy, what type of schedule do you have to make your coins? I want to increase my earnings like you. Autism Mama said, you are welcome. Yep, Cynthia, we have to have you up here on the live stream talking about that, because I'm gonna be on the floor laughing. I know it's funny. I know it is funny. Missionary says sometimes when you go in the stores, people be right on your tail with the "Can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you find something?" She says, "Oh, I did put that info in my report. I had an evaluator tell me." My reports were hilarious. Oh my goodness. Girl, that is hilarious. Not go to jail. Too funny. Story time. We're gonna have to do some story time. Story time live streams. That would be hilarious. I'd probably be over here crying. I'm pretty sure Queen Angela's so right. They may have some stories too, since they do mystery shops. Jolene says, hey, on Prolific, has anyone filed? Is that what you're asking, Queen? I'm thinking that's what you're saying. Let me know, Jolene. Y'all be sure to check out the video that I did today. The company Thread Up. They have an overnight chat email support job, and I did add 3 more companies on that list. Get paid to text lonely people. The video went out last night. One of the queens here was hired already. I already got the offer letter from one of the companies on that list. 2.0 channel. If you are not subscribed over there, we have been putting up content. I know we've been a little slow over there, but we've been putting up content over there. I put up a video today, non-phone. So y'all be sure to hop over to the 2.0 channel. I dropped 4 non-phone jobs on the channel yesterday. A couple of days ago, Carnival Cruise, they are hiring again, and I added some more remote jobs to that one. A few days ago, the company Share Care Overnight, FedEx is hiring. They've been posting a lot of remote jobs. They had some non-phone data entry type of jobs. One of them is overnight. So y'all be sure to go over to our second channel and check them out. Jerlene says, can you file income taxes? Yep. On what you make on Prolific. Yep. Cynthia says, some of my stories are they forever? Okay, Cynthia. We have to do it, Queen. You know it's gonna be some people on here. I'm gonna be laughing, child. Queen Elsa said, yes, ma'am. I'm ready for story. So Queen Elsa got story time. We're gonna have to do story time, y'all. Celia says, Autism Mama, thank you, Queen. Are there certain ones you do more often than the others? William says, filed what on Prolific? The taxes. Autism Mama says, I have a spreadsheet that I use so I can see what I'm making the most money. And she says, I don't have a set schedule most of the time. Leonica says, hey, Celia. Kizzy says, okay, autism mommy. Leah Love and Laugh says, laugh out loud. Cynthia, Sugar Street Sweets. Yes, ma'am. We do 2 lives a week, Sunday and Wednesday. But sometimes we'll come on and do more than 2. Autism Mama says, Taskverse is a platform that connects the freelancers with various tasks from companies around the world. It allows the taskers to complete the paid task on their own schedule. I know somebody asked about that one. Celia says, hey, girly, Onika. Cynthia says, just in case the IRS is watching, you must file all income made, including side hustle money. A jockey says, oh, yeah, I would definitely tune in. Jolene says, okay, thanks, Kerr. You welcome, Queen. Autism Mama says, Celia. She says, time, ETC, prolific, branded, surveys, and measurement ink at the moment. Lisa says, autism mommy. She says, dropping the gym. She says, thanks so much. Yes, honey, I'm ready for story time. That would be hilarious. I already know that's going to be hilarious. So Angela said, Rouse locked the doors where no one could exit or enter. She says, that is all I was. Oh, my goodness, Angela. She says, that is all I will say. Yeah, no, that'll be a funny story time. But Cynthia said we got to do it because some of her story is going to be for after dog. Okay. Cynthia said, okay, thank you, Autism Mommy. And thank you, Autism Mommy, for posting your side gigs and side hustles. And if anybody missed them, the stream will stay up. But sometimes I know with YouTube, it'll take sometimes 24 to 48 hours before you guys can see the chat. I don't know why, but I don't know why. Because I see other people's chat, but for some reason, ours just does not process when the video ends. And I do not know why. A jockey says, okay. She says, laugh out loud. Yeah, that will be hilarious. So if anybody else on this live, you guys have any more questions before I get off of here. Tan, she might be able to do a live tomorrow. I know she says she's leaving in the morning. I think she got to be at the airport at like 4 a.m. tomorrow. She is going on her work where she's gonna be working, but she just got to do her out of town work for her job. Earl, you got some shop adventures to share? Earl said he can't wait for the shop adventures. That's too funny. Do you have any that you want to share, Earl? Jerlene says, okay, thanks, Cynthia, for the info on the IRS. You all are so helpful. T says, do you have the list where they send products and get paid to do reviews? Yep, I do, T. They are on here. 7, 10, 11, and 41. Now, I know, Teresa, about FedEx, the brick and mortar, but I don't know about the work from home. I know with the brick and mortar, yep, they do a lot of layoffs and stuff like that, but can't say about the at-home jobs. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it, Queen. Ajaka says, oh, nice. Safe travels to Tan. Earth says, oh, I got none. All of mine were calm, no incidents. Okay. L. Martin, no, not for the jobs. No. Mm-mm. Because of the software. And I don't think the iPad has enough space And then you may have to toggle between like screens and stuff. Because some of the companies, they want you to have like 2 monitors. So, no. Have never seen a work from home job that allowed you to use an iPad or a cell phone. Not a job, but the side hustles, yep. The jobs, no. And then with the side hustles, it just depends. Miss Shanice says, which device do you think works the best and won't be noticed? That's a good question. For the cameras, the recorded shots, Miss Shanice, I don't know. Cynthia's using a button, so that one probably will not be noticeable. Jolene says, I'm trying not to miss any more lives. I see I be missing out. A wealth of information. This group is the best. Thank you, Jolene. Yeah, we do have the best community when it comes to work from home jobs. I would say hands down. Yes, I agree with that. We do. Because a lot of you guys come on here day after day, week after week, giving your testimonies, and it's not the same. It's not the same testimony every week. It may be the same people, but the testimonies are different. Teresa says, yep, I do remember that, Teresa. And it's coming up. I do. That was what, a couple years ago, I think. Elmar says, okay, thanks. But we do, Elmar, try to post companies with that provide equipment. So I do have a link if you need that. If you need those companies. I'll try to get it right quick before I get off of here. And this way you don't have to go and buy a laptop if you don't have one. Another suggestion would be to maybe try some of the side gigs and the side hustles from your phone or your iPad. You can easily come up with a couple of $100 off of some of the gaming apps, survey sites, and then you can go and purchase a laptop if need be. But if not, and you just don't want to spend your money, then I would say look at the companies that provide equipment. And I do have a link to 25. So 25 companies that provide equipment. The link is here, and I'll post it here in the chat. Melody says they'll probably notice whenever they run the PC scan test. Yep, they will. You're right, Melody. Angela says the pen, I place it in a blouse, a jacket that has a side pocket. Teresa says, yes, but the trial has been going on still this week. Oh, I didn't even know he was on trial. Celia says, yes, I love this community. I'm always looking forward to these lives. We have such a good time and learn so much. Always good to have a group of people who are supportive and trying to help. Amen. I agree. Okay, Elmar. So I did post the link, and I hope that, one of these companies on the list works out for you. They say, thanks so much. You're welcome. Sugar Sweet Tree says, I'm definitely locked in, going to start applying for everything tomorrow. Okay, Queen. She says, thank you and good night. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. And hopefully you hear back from somebody. Come back to the next live. It'll be, Tan might do one tomorrow. I don't know what time she's going to land at her destination, maybe a couple of hours. So she may be on tomorrow afternoon, because I don't think she has to work until Friday. But if not, Queen, we'll be here hopefully Sunday. I got a trip coming up next week. I supposed to leave Wednesday, but they getting on my nerves, so I may have to leave a little before Wednesday. So I'm gonna see. Melody says, amen. I agree too. Yep, amen to that. Earl says, okay, fam, I gotta go. Prolific got my favorite task on and I need the audio. Okay, Earl, I'm finna go too. Earl said, peace. He running off the live trying to get to the money. I don't blame him. But thank y'all so much for joining us on this live stream tonight. And as always, y'all have a good night. And if Tan, she says she gonna come on here tomorrow, y'all, but y'all know Tan to say stuff and she might not come on here at all. I don't know. I don't know when she's gonna make it to her destination, but she is leaving. I think she said she got to be at the airport around 4 a.m. So we'll see. See, it said laugh. That was funny. Earl like peace. She said Earl about to go get all them coins. He gonna get them all. Good night, Teresa. Good night. Melody says good night, Earl. C says thank you, Carl. You welcome. He said hit the like button on your way out. He said good night. Jockey says good night, Carol and fam. Thank y'all so much, everybody. Y'all take care and have a great night. Make sure y'all go back, check out the videos. Texting the lonely people. Queen was hired today. I just posted the video last night. She said she applied last night, got the offer letter from that company today. So if y'all interested in that side hustle, y'all go check out my video. Good night, everybody. Bye.